A Memorial Day holiday weekend treat for Georgia Southern fans here in Statesboro, Georgia. Their fifth-seeded Eagles are in the Sun Belt Conference Baseball Championship game, taking on the third-seeded South Alabama Jaguars. As we take a look at the Golden Plate bracket, you'll see that the Jaguars advanced with victories over Troy and Arkansas State. Georgia Southern, in dramatic fashion, eliminated champion Louisiana in 11 innings on Friday night, then beat Texas State last night. And the big story for the Eagles this week has been center fielder Logan Baldwin.
The sweet swinging lefty, 7 of 10 in the tournament, including 6 RBI, a triple, a home run, a grand slam. Nothing bigger for Georgia Southern on Friday night versus Louisiana in the ninth.
And for the Jaguars, it's been the dual threat of Dylan Hardy and Brendan Donovan.
Yeah, Hardy became a home run hitter this weekend, his second and third of the year, and Brendan Donovan, he picks up 4 RBI, a couple home runs here, 2 hot hitters for this South Alabama team.
And good Sunday afternoon. I'm Matt Stewart, joined by John Gregory. On the mound for the Jaguars is the freshman left-hander Andy Arguelles.
We are 23 days away from Selection Sunday for Toukie Brown and the Georgia Southern Eagles, and every game counts, but this weekend especially so. Live from Hanner Fieldhouse, you're watching the Blitz Basketball Series on WSAV. It's a critical Sun Belt Conference showdown. The Texas State Bobcats come to Statesboro to face off with the Eagles. Glad you could join us with Andrew Davis. I'm Greg Talbot, and Andrew, this is a critical game for Georgia Southern. Just 5 games left in the season. They're a half game out of first place, and if they want to make their move, they better do it now.
And if they want to make their move, they better do it right here, too. Hanner Fieldhouse, 9-1 so far this season, 5-9 on the road, 2 straight here at home, and then the last 3 on the road, all against the teams that they're fighting for this title and for that bye in the conference tournament.
Let's take a look now at our WSAV flashback, and this Monday was the worst loss of the season so far for Georgia Southern. They were up in North Carolina at arch rival App State, who is 2-10 in league play. But the Eagles did trail the vast majority of the second half.
There's a steal, Isaac Johnson.
Another turnover.
And the stuff.
They fell to the Mountaineers 83-78, and Andrew, they dropped out of that tie for first place.
Yeah, that's huge. You got 5 teams within a game and a half of one another right there, including this Texas State team, who's just a half game back of Georgia Southern right now. You're looking at a situation you can't lose another game if you want to keep that bye, or if you want a chance at a league title. You're looking at a team in Texas State right now that only gives up 62 points a game so far, while Georgia Southern wants to run at 78. So you're looking at contrast to styles. Georgia Southern better be on their game today.
The Spring Hill Suites Invitational, hosted here at Hanner Fieldhouse, started yesterday morning. We'll conclude this evening with a matchup between the undefeated South Carolina Gamecocks against a team who is undefeated at Hanner Fieldhouse, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Hello, everybody, here on ESPN3. Daniel Wall here, joined by James Braswell. And James, South Carolina undefeated on the year, but the head coach does say that Georgia Southern may be their biggest threat here so far this year.
Absolutely. When we talked to Coach Swanson earlier, he was very concerned, talking about Georgia Southern being one of the tougher teams they're playing against. And he's absolutely right. Georgia Southern, while struggling in their first 3 games of the season, has gone their last 7 games to win 6. Last 2 going against Wake Forest and Buffalo.
Now, for South Carolina, the reason for their success this season has been all on their freshman from Orlando, Florida, Michaela Shields. She wants the ball in her hands on offense, leads the team in kills.
Absolutely. When we talked to Coach Swanson, he said this is a player that loves going towards the net, being one of the first players to be able to spike the ball and get some points for her team.
A dominant young athlete for South Carolina, but from a freshman to a veteran senior, a redshirt senior, Katie Bangy has been dominating for Georgia Southern, first on the team in kills and second on the team in assists.
Yeah, Katie Bangy, transfer over from Middle Tennessee State, being one of the top players right now in the Sun Belt, has 4 triple-doubles on the year, which leads all players in the NCAA. So you'll be able to hear conversations about her possibly being a Sun Belt Player of the Year candidate.
It's going to be a great one tonight. Both teams winning their matchups so far in this Spring Hill Suites Invitational. We'll have the culmination here tonight in a moment on ESPN3.